Let's talk about how vaccines work, because they do work, but how? 68-year-old man has COPD and influenza. Vaccine contains inactivated viral components, including hemagglutinin. So it's an inactivated virus. Inactivated virus just make those antibodies. The activated ones activate the CD8. Okay, so it's not going to be A. Inhibition of viral protein inside the cells. Okay, inside the cells. That's the problemo, right? Because inhibition, so the vaccine stops the virus before it even enters the cell. So it never would even have a chance to replicate, right? So it wouldn't be like inhibition of the viral replication inside the host cells. Inhibition of viral neuraminidase that prevents the virus release. That's how Tamiflu works, not the vaccine though. So neuraminidase helps the virus spread, but it doesn't control its initial entry. And so if you inhibit the neuraminidase, that like Tamiflu, then yeah, you can cause some effect. But here we're talking about like a vaccine here. So know that in it, Chief. Stimulation of cytokine release, directly killing the infected cells. So the vaccine does not directly activate inflammation or even kill the cells. It just prevents the infection from even taking place in the first place. So if you have an inactivated flu vaccine, then you have antibodies against the hemagglutinin. And so the hemagglutinin can never come in because it'll block the virus from entering into the cells. Now, the question is, can inactivated or killed vaccines prevent viral reentry? And yes, of course they can. So inactivated vaccines, they cannot enter cells or replicate, but they generate antibodies that then prevent live viruses from entering cells later. And so the way it works is that an inactivated flu vaccine has a little bit of viral hemagglutinin. It's a surface protein. That's all it is. And the B cells recognize the hemagglutinin, and then they produce IgGs. So now the Bs make IgGs. And then if a real flu comes in, the IgGs bind to the hemagglutinin. They're like, I know you. Get out of here. Don't even come here. Don't even touch. So that's how it works. And live attenuated vaccines, those are weakened but alive forms. Mumps, measles, rubella, varicella, influenza, rotavirus, yellow fever. They contain a weakened, attenuated, it's called, version of the real virus, and the virus enters your cell and it actually replicates, but it's too weak to cause a serious infection. And so a CD8 cytotoxic T cell response is going to be generated, and it will kill the cells. So it's cell mediated this time if it's live. And that's the nasal one for influenza. And it can be risky for if you have HIV or chemotherapy or transplants. You don't want to give somebody these because, even a weak virus could just cause the disease, and that would suck. So anyways, that's a little bit of how these vaccines work, If this was helpful, then like and subscribe.